I really hope it passes an MOT after all this. Twiddly bits, yeah, bits left to do on the Satria. Legends, welcome back to the channel. John here. It's a cloudy, murky old day here in Lincolnshire, and it's a good opportunity to get some painting done because there are a few little bits left to do on the Satria. Most of it's done now. Dad's done the welding and it's running nice. It's running very well, actually. In this video, we're going to paint around the windows, we're going to paint the wing mirrors, we're going to paint this rear wiper arm, and then later on, get it out, jet wash all underneath, and do some work ready to prepare it for Tetra Seal, my favourite. Anyway, in this video, painting twiddly bits on the Proton Satria. As you can see, the preparation man is here, ready for painting. And this is what we're going to be painting today. All around here, this is sort of the metallic door trim strip, which in every single Proton of this era has gone like this. It all fades and all the paint comes away. It is just satin black paint on there. If you've watched the Impian project, you know that we had to do it with that. If you've watched the 1.5 SE project, we've had to do it with that. Effectively, it's just, well, cheap and thin paint. We're going to blast a little bit of paint on that. Now, also what we're going to do is paint these, which are the plastic wing mirrors. They are sort of a painted plastic from factory, and they've faded and sun blistered on here. I've tried Overspray and all sorts of stuff on these to bring them back, but it hasn't. And in some Satrias, I've seen these have been painted body colour to match the body because of the black fading paint. We're going to keep them black, but I'm going to take this off the car, hopefully, so we can paint this trim properly and paint the wing mirrors properly as well. We have already painted the wiper arms on the front when we've had that scuttle panel off, so that job is done. And apart from the rear wiper arm, we're going to paint that as well. Dad's preparing the glass here because he's got all sorts of stuff on there. But yeah, this is the wiper arm. We're going to be painting at the back. You can see it's done the same here, there, and around this side. Well, yeah, look, it's really bad as well there. We'll have a chat with Dad, mask it up, and, well, get it painted. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Jonathan.
Are you okay?
I'm living the dream.
Yeah, well, you've had to clean this window off because you've had all that sticky stuff on there. Yeah. And it's left a residue. That's where you've had your to-do list. Lots of agricultural activity going on in the field again today. We've got the inspector somewhere.
That's a chip, that is.
What, there, in the window?
I think so.
Is it? I don't believe so.
I bet it is.
Let's have a look. No, I think you're absolutely right. I think it is. Anyway, we've got the inspector here today. She'll be in the video somewhere. We're going to take these wing mirrors off and paint them. And we're going to do these trims as well. I think that's going to make the car look a million times better. You think we're wasting our time?
You can mask it up because it looks like a pain in the bottom, doesn't it?
First port of call is to get the wing mirrors off and get them jet washed. I'm going to leave you in charge of the rear wiper though.
Okay.
You're in charge of the rear wiper and wing mirrors.
Right, crack on then.
And I'll be in charge of masking this off. It's not a very big job, to be honest with you. If we crack on and stop talking about it, we can have this done in sort of 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Bloody receptionist you are, aren't you?
Keeps us busy.
Bloody reception staff. Oh, 20 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours later.
And then we can paint these radiator brackets, paint the power steering fluid holder.
You can do what you like, John.
You've got a bit of a top tip for us.
Don't clean the blooming glass.
Don't clean the rear glass. No, because
that's where it was parked.
That tells us where it's parked, yeah. So don't clean that until afterwards.
I think it's exactly in the right... I shouldn't think it's the right motor, but it's got something on it, hasn't it? It'll do.
So I'm taking this wing mirror off. I've had to take the rubber grommet from off there and this rubber piece off here. But also, well, there's a problem with this window that we need to address. So I'm actually going to take this door card off as well. You're working on the rear wiper arm.
I am, John, yes.
Is that Etch primer you're heating up?
Yeah.
I have brought some with me if you need it.
Are you?
Yeah. It's down there, look. Just don't use all your good stuff. Right, that door card is off. I broke one of the tags, but that's not a major issue. Hey, look at that. Look, there's some Proton Archaeology to be had. In that, there's some old parking tickets here, look. Who is that for? Earwash Borough Council. Area. Brenda Peach, Proton Satria. That's us.
Who?
Brenda Peach.
Is it related to Norma Sass?
There you are. It's not got a date on it, sadly. Excuse me, what are you doing?
I'm getting some jobs done.
Yeah, you're putting a new rear wiper blade on there, but you're replacing the actual blade as well. Good work. I think it needs a bit of a bigger wiper blade. Is that what you're putting on?
It's a bit bigger.
Excellent. Thank you.
Bit bigger.
Dad's still messing about with wiper arms. Meanwhile, I've got that wing mirror off.
I'm waiting for paint to dry while I do this.
Hello. Hi.
Now then, Gromit.
No, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. There you are. Look. Now, the interior of this doesn't seem to work. So we have to do some exploration as to why that doesn't work as well. Right, I've got the door card off. I've got the wing mirror off. Dad's doing whatever he's doing. This window is, well, cockling over a bit. We've had it plugged in. I'm going to do some investigating. I think there's a plastic clip broken on the regulator here, which is a problem. But we're going to take this off and have a look and see what we can see. So we've done some investigating. Apart from the switch being a little bit more gammy, there's nothing wrong with the window, i.e. the window channel and the regulator is okay. Let's just see if we can see the regulator. So there's the regulator plastic piece that holds the window in place, and it's actually okay. It's just a little bit wibbly, but the reason it's a bit wibbly is because we think it's put some wear on it due to being a bit dirty in this channel. So we're just going to clean that out, but hopefully we're not going to get silicone all on the paintwork we're about to do.
That we just have.
The door switch is a little bit, well, gammy. It's a little bit temperamental. It's been apart before in its life. Look at that, Access Asia, Malaysia. So I'm going to take it apart and give it a bit of a clean out with some contact cleaner.
You're not allowed to touch that because you're not Asian.
See what's going on in here. Well, I've got that apart. I must admit I can't see anything too detrimental in there, but I am just going to clean it all out. There's a bit of rust on the terminals at the bottom there, but where the solder points are, but nothing exciting.
You've got to have good eyes to see through these.
You've got some new specs.
No, I haven't. I bought some really overpowerful reading glasses.
Can you see? What can you see?
I can see everything.
I can see everything.
Yeah, it's got pork pie in it, hasn't it?
I haven't been in the car yet. I'll give that a clean out with contact cleaner.
Yeah.
You got some more? Where have you been buying these super glasses from?
I can nearly read what's on them components here. Oh, I can nearly read the numbers on them.
Well, I've cleaned that out. Are you putting the rear wiper arm back on?
I am, yeah.
Oh, there it goes, look. That looks a bit better. Okay, let's see. I think I've fixed it.
Fix it.
Hey!
Fix it, John.
Fix it, John. That's my strong point. That's a jobbed. You're tackling the wing mirror there. What are you doing? How are you tackling that?
Well, I've made the spiders hang on by blowing it quite a bit, and there's going, Christ, this Proton's going faster than it ever has done.
Yeah.
And then we're going to chuck a bit of plastic primer on it.
Yeah.
And blow it over.
Are you taking the insides apart and making sure it works? Or?
I am not.
No, we're not doing that. Meanwhile, I'm masking up over here with a view of painting this trim. I've cleaned this off with the meths. I'm not taking this trim off. I should be doing, because it goes underneath here, but I'm going to mask up to it because, well, this has got a metal strip in it, and if I bend it, it's never going back on properly. Same again with this trim here, by the way, this plastic door trim. It's so old, I'm not going to ever probably get it back on properly, so I'm going to leave that well alone and mask up to it. So I'm in the process of masking up this door. Meanwhile, Dad's going to do the primer on there. So this is plastic primer you're using.
Yeah.
It's clear.
It is, yeah.
We've got a problem. That seems to have got a little bit of silicone on there. so we're going to have to flat it off and start again. Aha! The masking inspector is here. Look at this. The masking inspector is seeing what we're doing. I know, sweetheart, we're making a bit of a meal of this. At least I found a legitimate use for the TV guide today. Preparation is key. This is also key. Let that dry off a second.
Dry it off, bit tricky.
Should I etch prime this or not?
Yeah.
Yeah?
In fact, it won't take many seconds. I'll just go. Just better than nothing.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We wasn't going to do that, but we've etch primed it. Let that dry a minute. All that preparation just for that. Meanwhile, Dad's still painting his wing mirror, round 2, and the inspector is enjoying the sunshine. Well, kind of. Hello, sweetheart. What do you reckon? Is it good? Not yet. It's not a very warm day today, so I'm going to let that dry a bit more. In fact, I'm going to put the kettle on. You've had to redo that again.
I had to flat it off and clean it, yeah, and it's still showing, but a bit, not as bad as it was.
No, that's okay though, it looks better than it did, look at that. We're getting there. After a quick cup of tea and some lunch, that's looking a little bit better. I am going to give it one more blast over, just to make sure I've got everything, but that's looking a lot better. As, by the way, is the wing mirror. Good, leave that alone now. There is the wing mirror, looking nice. There's a little bit of, I don't know, blebbing in there. I'm not going to worry too much about it, to be honest with you. Looks good. It's quite rare that I do this, which is to use the heat gun, especially with the glass and the paint. But I am, I don't know, nearly 2 foot away from the car. Just helps speed the process up a little bit, I suppose. But you don't want to go crazy with your heat gun, because that's hot. Last thing you want to do is blister your paint or crack your glass underneath there. And always keep your heat gun moving. Always keep your heat gun moving. Time for the big reveal, I think. Right, I'm going to slowly take this away. Looks good. There's no overspray on the door, which is good news. All the glass from what I can see, which is even better news. ASMR Proton painting. So the great thing about this plastic rubber trim is, well, it's black. So if I've got a bit of paint on there, well, it doesn't really matter. In fact, that's masked up really nice, that has. That's come up nicely. Now this is the bit that's going to be precarious, because that piece of trim likes to move. And I'm making a bit of a mess there. I'll split that. As I say, this piece of trim at the bottom here likes to move, so I've pushed it down Yes. Look, oh no, I've got my masking tape on my paint. There we go, we're all right. It's dry now. Take that off the roof. Ha-ha! That looks better. There you go. Job is the good one. And yes, this all needs cleaning, but this is rubber. But the actual metal window trim, now looking good. And the wing mirror can go back on. I'm happy with that. Well, my bit's come out nicely. How's your wing mirror come out?
Not as good as I'd like.
Oh, really? Looks good to me, mate. Why aren't you happy with it?
It's a bit silicony in places.
That'll do, mate, that'll do.
That'll do, Gromit.
There it is, there's the second one, primed and painted and rip-roaring and ready to go. It'll need another coat or two, but Dad's tackled that. I'm going to tackle the other side of the car. Okay, so I've just prepared this side. I've keyed it off with some Scotch Brite and cleaned it off with some spirits. I'm going to mask it up, and then spray it just like the other side. Looking good. And now it's time to let those dry, literally by, well, blowing hot air on them, making sure it's not too close. They look so much better, don't they, than they did sort of half an hour ago. And this door is all masked off, ready to rumble. I'm going to etch prime it and then spray it. I really hope it passes an MOT after all this. There's my primer on. I'll give it another coat of that in a minute. For anyone interested, I'm using this U-Pol Etch Primer. It's good stuff. Ah, the primer inspector is here. Hello. Right, that's nice and dry. Let's get the first coat on. Looking good so far. Right then, big reveal part 2. This is the fun bit, I know. Oh, overspray on my glass. There. Not too bothered about that. Bugger. I missed a bit. Missed a bit. Should be able just to touch it up like that. Well, let's do an after then. It's not entirely clean. I need to clean the overspray off, but there it is. After, looking good. I'm happy with that. What's next? Well, I've got to tackle the wheels next. They aren't going to be perfect. I'm literally going to blast these over because they've got wheel trims on, remember, but just to tidy them up, we need to scrub them tyres as well. Well, now we can proverbially see the rabbit. Check out those. Looking good. I'm happy with that. Obviously the wing mirrors are not back on yet because they're drying off. Let's come around to this side, take a look. My apprentice is cleaning up. And this side that I've just painted, it's still drying off really. That is looking, well, much better than it did. Well, actually about an hour and a half ago, but yeah, getting there. How did that go?
It went very well, son.
I've done this bit. And you've done the wing mirrors. You had the tricky bit to do.
Bit tricky.
Wing mirrors come out okay?
I think so. This one's stuck on.
Yeah? You're going to put it on here?
No, you are.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm going to stick that one back on then. Put the door trim back on. You don't need to see all that. Next video is going to be cleaning all the wheel arches out. And cleaning the wheels and tyres and all sorts of stuff. Right, do you want me to hold it, or are you going to... There you are, you put it through there. I'll grab the tools. They're relatively easy to put back on. Nice and tight. Let's get that trim back on, which is relatively easy to do. I put the door card back on. On goes the door card. This is tricky. There you are, that was easier with the window down. Do all my other bits, put my other bits in, put this in, which is my electric windows, which goes in like that. That's in place. Put me door lock in, which has a tag that goes from the front to the back. Yeah, that's on. Put that in place in a second. And then in goes this, which clips in there. Ta-da! And my door's back together. Needs a good clean, but it's back together. Now let's look at that. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Well, that certainly looks better than it did 2 hours ago. There you are. Thank you. Joking apart, that has changed the look of the car there. It's one job jobbed. Wing mirrors are on and painted and looking nice. Let's have a look at this side. Yeah. Good. Well, there you have it then, a quick video of us basically tarting the Satria up, doing a few finishing touches, new paint on the doors and the wing mirrors. If you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up please. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. Comment down below, are we trying to polish the proverbial turd or are we getting on okay? It's looking all right, isn't it? Considering what it did look like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Till next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Dad for his hard work. See you later. There are so many more Proton related videos on the channel, and I've actually selected a couple that I think you might like here on this page. Give them a click to watch them now. Don't forget to subscribe for more Proton fun and lots more videos coming soon.